Raise your glass to a glitching stream. Chat on fire and a broken dream. Jake leans in with that crooked grin. Says, remember when you cried to 1,000 tuned in? Cody's staring at the floor, counting every line he swore you'd never cross, but you sprint right past the door. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere going nowhere fast. Every secret turn to cheap endeavor, every quiet moment dragged and laughed. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jake, you burn through trust like fuel into somewhere and to never, and we're all just watching you. You call it shoot, but it's just a knife, cutting names into the table of somebody else's life. You sell pain for a punchline hit, another friendship in the fire, and you're warming up with it. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere going nowhere fast. Every secret turn to cheap endeavor, every quiet promise smashed like glass. Here's a toast to the worst show ever. Jake, you wreck each bridge you use into somewhere, into never, and you joke like that's your truth. You talk too loud about what you were told in quiet. You are the crowd and the spark that starts the riot. Fast as a rocket, tearing through the sky. You light up for a second, then you vanish, leaving lies. Here's a toast to the worst show ever, into somewhere we all see the crack. Every broken bond, your greatest treasure. Every bit of welcome back to Into Somewhere, where we drag the knife through every frame, every fall, every stair. Welcome back to Into Somewhere. We break the chains of the replay. Say the names, say the names. Dion, take a glimpse through the fire. Rick flares back, but he's wrapped in wire. See a smiles like he's seen the light, but the page.
What's going on?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Into Somewhere Sports.
Wrong show.
I am your host,
No,
Cody.
that's this weekend. That's this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's this.
God damn. All right, hold
This
on.
is awkward now.
Dion, take a glimpse through the fire. Rick flares back,
That's right. It still says Raw, but we're on the NXT review. Thank you all for being
That's
here.
what it is.
NXT. That's
NXT.
right. We're here. Woo! We're here. We're ready to riot, and we're ready to party. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. It is the NXT review. It is still January. It is frozen outside. The 27th of January, 2026, to be exact. NXT might have been better than HIV, but it's not better than the man, the myth, the legend, Cody O'Needy 316.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? The rebrand coming soon, but are you sure this isn't Into Somewhere Sports? You positive?
Positive.
When is... I just get confused now since I have my own show and everything, and I just think every show is mine now.
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Don't worry about that contract, by the way, that might be in your house about me taking over your branding and stuff like that in December and your channel.
Oh,
don't worry about that.
So that's what he's trying to have me sign. He's like, I need your signature. And I'm like, yeah, for what? And he's like, homework. And I'm like, you're not in school. And he's like, I got detention. I'm like, no, you just said you're not in school. He's like, for my boss. I was like, why does your boss need my signature? He's like, for your boss. I was like, I don't have a boss. And he just went and he looked at me and he went, fuck. And he ran away and threw the clipboard down. So
you aired the... Oh, shit.
He took the papers with him off the clipboard, but now I have a new clipboard. So he just... I think I got to show it to both my time-traveling lawyer and the apprentice to the time-traveling lawyer. The other duo to that is Liz, DJ Anime 2016. Give her a follow on Twitch, as none of my buttons are working. Let's see if that does. Regardless, where are my sounds? Cody, did you break them? They heard that.
Well, you told me to tell them. Didn't you?
It says there's an update. Why do we have an update? No, I don't want Steam. I want voice mod. No. Computer. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. But that's you, not me. So we got to figure this out. Because it says we got audio, but I don't hear any. And that's really troublesome because everything works.
Okay. Jake, tell a joke.
Cody O'Needy. Hey, see, there we go. No. I read your mind. I knew it was coming. You know it. We got it. Click, click. Boom. This NXT, again, following in line with everything else WWE in nature, was not bad. Was not bad at all. Just a little slow and a bit confusing in parts. I think they forget their roles, or they get very worried that someone is going to be pushed into a specific archetype. Like they've got a great high flyer in Sol Ruca, and she does these daring stunts. Some would call them cunning, dare I say, cunning stunts. And okay, let's make her a submission specialist now, or let's.
Whoa.
They do this with people, and there's several times this happened throughout the night where people should not be losing or losing for as long or as hard as they are. Sol Ruca, Zarya and Thea Hale, come on. She picked up Thea Hale and fucking destroyed her while Fatal Influence are out there. Why couldn't you do that? I don't know. 20 seconds before that? You figure you win the fucking match?
Well, that is a good point, but
there's just a lot of frustrating continuity errors as such. So tomorrow, we obviously have some more news about the Royal Rumble. That's right. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up about the Rumble, surprise entrance, all of that jazz. We're also going to be talking about...
Do we save this for then? Since this is NXT,
yes.
Do you have any NXT possible appearances? Just one for now for each, maybe.
That's kind of the thing, because they're using their call-ups, but I don't know if you want to call the call-ups necessarily full-fledged call-ups yet, because a lot of them are doing double duty with NXT. So as far as someone only in NXT at this point in time, I've heard
Joe
Myles.
Hendry's a big example, right?
Well, Joe Hendry's on the main roster and still in NXT, so absolutely.
Yeah,
and the problem there is, I don't find him to be the NXT entrant but Myles Borne would certainly be one. He's
Myles Borne. I could definitely see that.
That's just a guesstimate, not anything I've heard. We'll see, though. And then we have to bring up Tony Khan. Is he actually running an anti-Zionist fan burner account or multiple accounts on X/Twitter?
Nicole Piccolo would think so, who's the agent of plenty of WWE superstars in WWE.
Yeah, top talent.
Drew McIntyre, Blake Monroe, I believe, Jade Cargill, all of them.
List goes on. So not a great look. We're going to get into that as well as much more juicy news and detail about AEW's plans for what's coming up for their next pay-per-view.
A funny thing I'll say about this, though.
Yes.
Sorry. Real quick. I know we're not going to harp on this too much. We're just saving it for tomorrow. But when Nick called that out and showed all the burner accounts of celebrating getting people fired from their jobs, hence Nick and JD, he showed similar tweets from Tony Khan in the past, and then they were linking up. Nick is good with this, I guess, with the field he works in, but so this is a potential possibility that these burner accounts are Tony Khan's. But once
it is very possible, the man does live on social media.
When he tweeted out to Tony Khan about this, Tony Khan unfollowed everyone he was following from those bot accounts and then deleted all of them.
Yeah, no doubt. So that is weird, certainly, and makes you wonder. So one of the things here too is that the way this plays out, it's who's answering to who's master. So we're going to talk more about this, the Trey Miguel situation, how all of that broke down, because I have some people that seem to disagree, and the Enemy Designs is one that doesn't line up with ours, but I'm tending to think there has to be someone, some high-up executive, allegedly, this is opinion, not fact, that's up on the food chain at Warner Bros. Discovery, because this happened before with the Briscoes. They wouldn't let them in because of Jay's former LGBTQ, whatever you want to call it, tweets. Like, he was very homophobic, they said. Same thing with Trey now, but this was like 10 years ago for both of them. So the guy shaving the Nazi, Hitler stash into his face and doing the salutes and stuff, like, that's okay. I'm not saying it should be brought up again, but like, they pick and choose their battles. But anytime it has anything to do with gay rights, or the person is let go or terminated from higher up. So I wonder, is there some virtue signaling keyboard warrior that's up in the WBD skyscraper and they can pull the trigger? But it's very concerning that's, like the be all end all decision maker. It's not someone that is, actually in charge and can understand and see things. You're basically saying people can't change. And I will say, I've only talked to Tony a few times, but it seems like he's definitely always engrossed in social media. He knows what's going on in like deep circles of Twitter and whatnot. Like, he pops up for little conversations every now and again. It's like, how are you even aware of this? But we have that to talk about. We also have an exclusive as well, Cody. I'm not defending
JD, but what the exclusive?
Yes, the exclusive tomorrow, last bit of promotion here for Into Somewhere Weekly is, are they intentionally sabotaging the 2026 Royal Rumble due to its location?
I fucking hope not, because if I have to waste my time on a shitty PLE,
we have some possible. Well, I've got to really source the credibility, but it seems like it is true. A bit of knowledge, like they sandwiched it. Yes, they have Saturday night's main event, Rumble, then the Chamber. So it's like boom, 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 But even when we've had short builds before, like, they barely reminded you it was the Rumble on Monday. You had a couple people declare, but that's the only way anyone has made it to the Rumble. There's no big, like, major Rumble type speeches. It's all been quick, like, I declare, yeet, I declare, boogie woogie, I declare, suck my mom. Like, there's not a lot of good catchphrases. Yeah, but there are a lot of talented people who are just not getting their due. Yeah. And it gets me worried. So Seth Rollins is not, having it right now. What's going on, Casey? Cody Ray said too. Tony Khan has social media addiction, and Trey as well.
He does love people getting fired from their jobs. I think he had an influence of that Nick guy getting fired from his previous job. He got JD fired from House of Glory with the Mercedes Moné things. He sent me, and I'm not even that big on social media. I said something about our hopes up with Christian Cage, and he sent me a cease and desist from it. Remember, Jake? You remember this?
I do. And this, one of the bot accounts, not one, but many, are pro Tony Khan. They post things that only Tony would know. They follow BJ Bethel and other Tony co-conspirators. He followed the bot armies that like all of his posts, is a Muslim, anti-trans, anti-Jade Cargill, and anti all of the same people as TK. Immediately mass deleted his post, locked his accounts down after I tagged the NFL commissioner on Sunday night. That must have hit too close to home because the obvious burner reported my X account to get it suspended. Had less than 15 minutes later, I tagged the NFL. And I connected the dots here. But this guy has inside knowledge if I got fired from Paradigm 12 days ago. An anti-Zionist burner obsessed with pro wrestling and AEW with close connections to Hollywood. Sure, Tony, the VPN won't save you. So we got a lot to go in there. And we've got a lot to go in about the Saudi Rumble. It's going to be
that's
great.
Just a sneak peek. Oh, that's going to be like, this is huge. This could end up being huge. If more comes out about this could be like,
I'm excited.
Topic, like the sole topic of tomorrow's show. I'm excited too.
We also have to let people know, Cody, that this Friday it's going to be a little bit different. So Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn are meeting face-to-face a day before their World Heavyweight Championship match at the Rumble. And here's the thing. SmackDown's going to be live from Riyadh at the KAFD. That's that new place they built. The Royal Rumble will be held in the same venue the following night. So this is airing internationally on Netflix or with the VPN at 12.
SmackDown's going to be in that big arena?
No, it's going to be in the other place the day before, I guess. I thought they were going to be in the same. I might be wrong, but one says KAFD, one says Royal something. So unless it's the same and they're using different names, I'm just crazy. But the show airs Friday night on USA on SmackDown. But, big but here, we're going to go live at 9 Eastern because this show is going to be pre-spoiled and whatnot. So we're going to start at 9. We'll do our wrestling take of the SmackDown review from earlier in the day and whatnot rather than go live.
Saudi Arabia and it's SmackDown?
Yes. So rather than it be live at 3 p.m., we're going to do it all that night because we're having a gigantic... No sound.
Whoa.
All right. Gigantic community effort where everybody's going to come in and give predictions for the Rumble. So, gigantic.
That's not what I told you about gigantic. Put that away.
Sorry. Or you can watch on a drone with the chat and be an orgy. I'm excited. Regardless, so come hang out with us Friday evening, night. We'll be reviewing SmackDown. We'll have a little bit more news about the Rumble, and then we're going to preview the Rumble with all of you sexy people. Open Discord, anybody that wants to join. If you're a member, you get first dibs to ask questions and takes. But besides that, everyone's allowed in. Everyone can hang out. Everyone will get their chance to talk. It's going to be a great time. Come, drink, smoke, drink some soda, be merry, have some pop, whatever you need to. Woo! Ava, Tamina, and Nia should form the Samoan twat team. Yeah. That's hardcore, baby. Yeah. Thank you, Pico, for being the ultimate supporter. We appreciate you greatly. Cody?
Yeah.
Say something nice to Pico.
I have to?
Yes.
Yeah. He always shits on my Mets.
You have to.
Are you going to force me to apologize and say something nice like Liv Morgan did to that fan?
Yes, it's exactly what I'm going to do and exactly what we're going to talk about into Somewhere Weekly as well. It's going to be hilarious.
Okay, Mr. Pickleball, I am very thankful of that, and thank you for being such a decent viewer.
All right.
Is that a good word?
That's perfect.
But you are a terrible viewer when you shit on my Mets.
Oh, you were talk about a shit sandwich. Close. You were doing so good. He said he doesn't shit on the Mets anyways. He wouldn't do that.
Oh,
see?
Okay,
he pisses on him.
Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, is Tamino still around? Paul saying NXT was a 1.5 out of 10. That's 1.5 inches. Nate said a 3 out of 10 NXT for me. I am trying so hard to be positive with this. I genuinely am. So just remember, we have a different start time Friday for SmackDown Live / the Royal Rumble group preview. Going to be a great time. Thursday night is officially gaming night, combined with unapologetic and completely random podcast. UCR will kick off the show, and then we'll transition into gaming night. Going to be a blast. Don't miss it. Wednesday night, we've got Into Somewhere weekly, where we talk about everything we mentioned earlier. And then tomorrow, I'll be recording with Spaz for the State of Wrestling.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we'll have
you will.
that too. Yes.
The
So,
people that do enjoy the no topics and the no words and the whole 9 yards in that camp,
yes,
you'll be able to enjoy that Entertainment Thursday.
less restricted. We could say, we could say Bumblebee Tuna. That's a good one.
I thought you had that for dinner.
So loud in my ears.
Thursday
Mini
night
Batista.
is my date with Cody's mom. Fire emoji, winking face emoji.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jer, but thank you, Mr. Senior. I appreciate you helping out the show, you sexy bastard. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hot damn, rolling in the support. We appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much. Cody, tell your mom that I can't make it, but I will make her a dinner to die for, because I know she loves pasta fazool, and she loves herself some chicken parm. Who doesn't love pasta fagioli? Or fazool is how we said it, but pasta fagioli. And then we got the chicken parmigiana.
Wait, made during June?
Yeah, but I'm going to make it for on Valentine's.
Why?
I figured she works hard for everybody, and she would like a nice dinner for her.
Wait, is that why the Exterminator's coming Thursday? Oh, that makes sense, Jim. Oh, Jesus.
Buddy, how else am I going to get back in the house? Your family knows me, so I got to wear a gas mask and a suit. I got to show up, say, oh, I took care of the bugs, senorita. No, it's me. And
then you're going to do what you need to do to Jeremy?
I'll do what I need to do. She's going to love my chicken parmesan. No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to cook. I'm going to make the chicken parm and the pasta.
That chicken
pasta
parmesan.
fazool. Yeah. That
So
one.
we're not on the same page here.
If she's that flexible, we could all be on the same page.
Oh, Jesus. That's. Why would she need to be?
You sure don't want to talk about
dinner?
NXT? Yeah. Well, you got to reach between the dishwasher and the stove, I'm thinking. So you really got to spread them.
That's what you told me to do last time I was.
Yeah, see, this is why we got to get into NXT. So,
Jesus, yeah, look what you're doing.
You just got to show me how you slip out of those handcuffs. Slippery.
All right,
I didn't even give you the lube yet.
I'm finding you $500,000 for your naughty behavior.
Tricks on you.
You're
I
laughing.
got
Look
it.
at your bank account, buddy.
You know what? Funny, you might have taken that much money, but sad thing is, I'm gonna have to send it back to you in a big box. Isaiah invested in cologne, expensive cologne. So I took all the money and bought like a lot of different colognes, talking like $500 bottle Louis Vuittons and whatever the Sun Moon Wong stuff. It all smells amazing. So
how much money did he leave for our podcast?
$7. But listen, cash on hand is bad. People will steal cash, but cologne, we could sell that at a higher price. It only appreciates. It only goes up from here. So we're basically sitting on a solid stack of a rainy day fund. People will buy these things like hotcakes, and all they had to do was load up the van, and that was it. What?
Oh man.
Who left the keys in the car? Okay, so the van's gone too.
Jake?
I think Zay left the keys in the car again. And
was there anything else in the car?
No money, just all the cologne.
Oh, you said give the keys to that guy down the street that said he was your intern.
I was supposed to. I was waiting for him to come grab the keys, but Isaiah got tired and just left the keys in the ignite. We'll figure it out. As much as this is a bad start, NXT had an even worse one. DarkState taking on OTM. True, because
Nate said at least the clowns were more entertaining than NXT.
Well, they did the bait and switch yet again. So what? Can Joe Hendry not work? Was he injured? No, he's fine. We know that. They just had him get attacked.
SpaghettiOs is not pasta. That's like fake.
What? Of course it is.
Bullshit.
SpaghettiOs is absolutely a delicacy in this house. The little meatballs, too. Now you're talking. The beef ravioli. No, I like cheese, but I know some people that could fuck up some beef ravioli cold. I used to love in college.
Cold?
You would be working like 18-hour days in the stock rooms and shit, and you come out, you get high as hell, and you get in your dorm room, and there's nothing to eat, and you can't cook anything because they have you in culinary college, but they don't trust you with an oven, not even a hot plate. So I opened my cold SpaghettiOs and just eat it from a can, and it's amazing.
Cold?
It didn't matter.
If you can just eat you would consider that real, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I had to keep telling myself, eating around the black bits. You want to hear something funny, though? It's a slightly long story, but we'll go through it very quickly. When I was in a band, it was kind of like a Marilyn Manson-esque kind of sound. My buddy Ryan, who recently got married to my friend Jess, congratulations to them both, he really had and mimicked like the Manson sound, that, and then you can get into singing. So we had like a dark melodic sound, and for his birthday, we picked him up a wireless microphone, right? And in his grandparents' basement, where we practiced, was right next to a guitar center, and we would always go ahead and we'd terrorize that place with our dark, metal music, and we'd have band practice in there rather than anyone else, basically just pick up the instruments and play. But it was fun, and someone was messing around, so he liked the wireless mic. So he left to go with his grandmother to go to Wendy's and get food for us. When he came back, we had left the wireless mic on, but behind the toilet, because we thought it was going to be funny. We had a new guy joining the band, and we're like, oh, when he goes in the bathroom to take a piss, we'll turn the mic on, it'll blare over the radio, and his grandmother will hear it, right? That's really funny. Yeah. Because we're immature 15-year-old idiots. Well, a little bit of time passes before we go to eat, and downstairs they were like preppers, but not by name association. Like they didn't know what to call it. They just were like protective of the future. So they had walls of cans, soda and canned goods, and it was just to be prepared for shit. Like they'd buy dozens and dozens and stick them down. Like it wasn't like an overabundance, but it was massive wall. We found so many weird soda flavors. You're like, oh, blueberry soda? That's a little strange and like tropical. Okay. Chocolate fudge soda.
Right.
Diet chocolate fudge soda.
Ew.
Okay. Diet chocolate fudge soda, 8 years expired. The can looks fine. It's not bulging. We find this. It's like the holy grail. Ryan gets back. We forget the microphone is in the bathroom. And we dare him, because Mr. I'd eat anything, with all the cash we have on us. I got a 20, somebody's got a 50, somebody's got a 10. Everybody throws in money because we're idiots. We do jackass style stunts. This is like 2001. Perfect timing. We go ahead and we dare him to, he can't throw up and he's got to hold it down for a little bit. That can of diet chocolate fudge soda. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Goes over, cracks it, chugs it super fast. Looks at us, swallows, and goes, like this wail let out of him. And I was like, what? And he's like, something's wrong. And now we're like, oh my God, did we poison him? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I feel weird. And he got like the worst cramps ever in his life. And I'd be struck dead if I'm exaggerating. He was keeled over in pain. He's dying. So now we call down his grandmother to be like, I don't know if we should get him checked or what. And she's like, you guys are so friggin' stupid, always doing your stupid shit. She's like, well, hopefully it was just enough and it's not like a botulism thing and you'll be okay. The can wasn't bulging at all, right? I'm like, no. She's like, we got to get rid of all those expired ones anyways. And there were so many. Regardless, he's in the bathroom now. We forget the mic is there. His grandmother's talking to us, and he proceeds to evacuate his bowels with the most fearful and violent set of liquid shits that you could ever imagine. Just a high flood of human ass reverberating around the basement because we have the Fender PA system. It looked like a shell. It would come apart. The speakers attached to it. Everything was just blaring. So you just heard these horrific diarrhea noises coming out, and you just hear him. His grandma's like, are you okay? And he's like, I can't stop. But it's just this, it's echoing through the basement. I wish we could have recorded it. Yes, the passport. Oh, it was so bad. He did something where it just like, it was toxic and it fucked up his stomach. He sat there and shit for the better part of an hour. But the first initial flood, yeah, definitely a milk spasm. Sorry, you unlocked that memory, but so much better than anything we've had at this point with NXT. I mean, again, the wrestling is not bad. It's not bad, but it's not great. They're lacking big stars. Joe Hendry isn't doing it even for me because he could do so much more, and they just have him, you know, down to an entrance. And I just wanted it so much better for him. I wanted to see things improve. And unfortunately, that's just not what we got here. Someday someone's going to see the power of Joe Hendry and what he can really do and offer us, and
his power.
Hopefully it'll be different, but literally, I'm not exaggerating. So reverbing through the PA, all you hear is, Grandma, it won't stop. Grandma, Granny, oh God. Why me? I think I'm good. I think I'm.
I'll help you. Oh, Jesus.
You know, and it was just him dying for.
Relax.
Oh, dude. Can you tell NXT bored me?
Okay, but the whole thing about this is that just was the story of what happened last night to me and you. And
I know, all right? I was trying to save my friend through college, but I didn't want to, because if I tell them that it's our love affair...
So you made up a whole
story. No, that actually is a true story. I could have just said it was you and I. But no, these high school memories are great. You know what? The one thing I wish I had still was the tape when we did the scavenger hunt. Good old Viva La Bam. Speaking of tape, we're going to go and use a feature I love to use for the opening match called Skip. No, really, DarkState is not impressive. They needed so much help to beat up OTM. The Vanity Project basically got them the win in the end because Shugars rolled up a distracted Price. Shitty match. You got tag team brawls. All the tag teams are coming out in the end, and it's who that stands tall? The fucking culling. Sean Spears and Nico Vance have done nothing in ages.
Nothing at all.
Now watch, they'll be the number one contenders for the tag titles. And they'll probably take them next from DarkState. I mean, Uriah Connors, they talked about his famous dad, Finlay. They made mention of that later in the night, but they still made Chase you guys look like friggin' morons. Jada Parker is supposed to be taking on Blake Monroe. And Mariah May says, I can't do it because Blake's busy. And Nikita's like, don't worry, I'll be your friend. She gaslights her and says, oh, you won't owe me one. We'll split it down the middle, whatever. Jada Parker beat her ass and hit her with the hypnotic, knee strike to get the finisher. After the match is when Blake shows up on the big screen and says, oh, that was something, but it wasn't glamorous. No one takes the spotlight for me, and I'll see you soon. And that was it. What the fuck was that? So they take Blake out of the match. No real reason why. She's gone now. They've removed her. Jada's over with the crowd too, but putting her against Nikita Lyons. When's the last time Nikita did anything besides just shake her ass backstage? She came out and she made an impact because her ass was gigantic and she would shake it in her outfits. That's the only reason anybody ever gave a damn about her, because her in-ring sucks. She has no charisma. It's a void and black hole. I know that gets stated all the time.
They might cancel you, Jake.
But Nikita Lyons is talking backstage in the most monotone voice ever, going on and on and on.
It's actually awful.
It is. And she's like, oh, well, then she starts singing Monroe's name and she's like, oh, you can have that one. You might as well call me Saint Lyons.
So it's like worst in-ring worker, least charisma.
Against Jada acting, Parker, who feels like she's in the upper echelon. Jada is up there, Cody, but it's like you said, it's lab grown. It's not natural. And not everybody needs to be from the indies. That's not my point. But some of them need more matches. They need to prove their worth. And they're not going to get better unless they're doing it every night. Having these 5-minute TV matches in between one commercial break. So really you only got 3 minutes that you got to work hard. And they're still struggling. They're struggling with cardio. They're struggling with moves. Simple things. Running the ropes looks awkward. Like, NXT is far from perfect. But here's the problem. I feel like every time we get a really good crop of talent in NXT, they put all their focus usually into just a few people at a time. They have those few main eventers and title holders, and that's it. And you see them through everything. Everybody else plays a backup role to eventually be called up so they have someone to fight or defend against. But there's no stories with that. The stories is always with this main event scene. They focus far too much on specific people because, like Trick. Trick's got the most talent. Or like Roxanne before. Like, they refuse to move on. They've done this time and time and time again. And for someone,
is a WWE tradition, Jake.
Yeah, well, someone like Hunter, he hates booking things that cannot happen. He got that from Vince, and Triple H has the same mindset. But NXT keeps booking these matches, and then someone gets hurt. Oh, it looks so real because Ava said we're going to the front desk, and then we're going to go with the other match first. No shit. The first match is called off. Of course, you're going to go to the next match. It didn't work as well as the first time. Because it was so forced. The first time it was like, oh shit, chaos. This time it was like, she did that to get more TV time and look impressive. Just call it. Just call the next match. I got it. Thanks, Ava. Stupid
Jake behind
Nepo.
the scenes says Ava. No. I'm going to tell everyone what you said about Ava behind the scenes, off camera. You said she's your favorite GM.
We lost Cody. That's weird. I don't know what happened. He disappeared. Cody?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you again.
Oh, thank you for that. Checking the bank account of that. Oh, you said Ava's.
Oh, we lost him again. Sorry. He's blinking into outer space. He's even saying the right thing, but it just keeps cutting him out now. Let's try. Cody?
The word is banned?
No. She's the worst. You're right. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
The wrestling shows aren't really trying to top each other, though. It feels like when they have things like this. And then you got Stacks bitching with the other, jobbers. Thea Hale, Zarya.
All right. I have to go in here because
sir.
I have to go on your mission to pick up your secret new pizza.
Yes. With extra HGH. Make sure
I'll
you
remember that. And yogurt on it, because Nate said there's a lot of yogurt addictions going on.
I know, but listen to me. Be very careful to grab the right box. It will have my name written on it. On it, on the top.
Okay. The initials, JD.
No, my name.
Your name.
Not my stage name, my name.
Oh, that. Okay, I get it. That name.
Yes, the original.
Thank you. Okay, I got it, everyone. So I'm going to pick up his pizza in his own box with his name on it.
With his name on it. Like a bullet with a name on it.
Do just that.
That's my name. Get the fuck out of here. We'll see you later. Okay. Everybody check out Cody's.
See, 4 out of 10.
There we go. 4 out of 10. Check out Cody's socials in the description box down below at Cody_Oneidi_316 on Instagram and at
Give me a hell yeah.
Judgment Day Era, soon to be changing on the Twitters. Make sure you follow him on YouTube at Judgment Day Era. And thank you guys for hanging out with Cody tonight. Dion, Lennox, Myles, Borne. This was a long match and felt pointless to me. I hate Myles losing. I get what they're going for with Ethan Page. So now it's going to be Ethan Page and Myles Borne. Fine. But I would have preferred to see Myles Borne in the ladder match, even if he comes out of that, then goes for the NXT North American title. I think he can show off more of his abilities in a ladder match scenario, and I think it would have been helpful. Yeah, that bus pulls up and they're ready to go. They didn't got time to wait. I love Ethan Page is probably my favorite wrestler at this point. Him, and I love Ricky Saints. I do. I love Joe Hendry. I do. I love Mustafa Ali. I do. But on the men's side, Ethan Page has just been my all-around favorite. He's talking about maximize your minutes, much like Chelsea does. He just keeps spinning shit into gold. When he's on screen, I laugh or I get pissed off, but I'm invested. I get emotional somehow. I get into it. And I like the way he talked up and down Borne beforehand, and this got the distraction option. The crowd was pretty quiet, and then you heard a lot of "Let's go Myles" chants. So they're working on him. Keep doing this. Let him win. Oh wait, he lost tonight. Dion, Lennox, DarkState are still tag champs. They could have lost here if he's not holding the belt specifically. They did the shitty thing with Chase U and Tavon Heights. It was in the ring forever, waiting for Lexus King to come and take him on. Stax and Ariana Grace go ahead and walk him out. And this all came down to, basically a bunch of interference. So Heights dumps himself down to the floor. Milos goes nuts for Courtney getting home from work. And then he hits the coronation and scores the pin. 1, 2, 3. It was what it was, and it existed as barely as it could. Yeah, unfortunately, it could have been so much more and so much better, but it genuinely was not. So I was hoping to go ahead and, see more of these two, but. So Tavon Heights, Lexus King, not good, not what it could have been. And that's what's really, really disappointing. Shit. The live crowd didn't care at all either. They didn't give two shits. That says a lot. They didn't care about much tonight. Zarya, Thea Hale. Again, we're getting more than 4 matches, more than 3 matches even some weeks, but nothing here is great. Zarya should beat the living piss out of Thea Hale. Yes, Thea can swarm and conquer smaller foes and get the best of them, like a JC Jane, maybe even a Fallon Henley. But her taking down Zarya the way she did, for even with a distraction roll-up, I don't care what it was. So what happens from here? She gets to go and take on for the North American title. She goes, that way. So now we've got Tatum all set. But Izzy Dame can't defend the title against her because Tatum ran through the match. So is it a triple threat between Tatum, Izzy, and now Thea? So does Zarya go for the main belt against JC, or aren't they going for the tag titles again? Like, where do we go here? What do we do? I'm genuinely very lost. And they gave us Keanu Carver, Andre Chase. I wish it was against anybody else versus Andre Chase. It was a 4-minute match. And again, Carver should not be selling at all. He shouldn't be getting damaged even in the slightest. That slam, when he jumped up to the table and did the slam down, it was kind of like a half power slam powerbomb. It was pretty cool. The table didn't break, which I think made for a better effect. But what did it do for us? Absolutely nothing, sadly. And here we go. You want to fuck me? Hard. We got next week Ricky Saints, Shiloh Hill, Sean Legacy, Jackson Drake, Dion Lennox, and Keanu Carver, and Joe Hendry, who we know is medically cleared to compete in a ladder match for the vacant NXT World Championship. Heather by Elegance and M by Elegance. So the Elegant brand taking on Sol, Ruka, and Zarya for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team titles. There we go. That's the match. Izzy Dame taking on Thea Hale versus Lola Vice in a triple threat for the Women's North American Championship. So they put in Lola Vice, but not Tatum and... Right. Yeah, Andre Chase has been on NXT forever. Since they started, I feel like it was just a long-ass time ago, and... My God. I saw some of your ratings before. I'm curious once again. Let me know, chat. Besides, I mean, it sounds like a much better show next week than this week, but I like Shiloh Hill, Ricky Saints as well. I'm curious to see how far Shiloh goes. And then we got them all in the ring. Joe Hendry eventually limped out because somebody said his name, and he appears. And all of us know that here we absolutely believe in Joe Hendry. That's a certifiable truth. We know it. That is fact, and no argument there. I was trying to go ahead and send people the Joe Hendry icon I was working on earlier in AI stuff, and ended up just not sending right. Started screenshotting, clipping conversations. So cool. Good job, AI. But we absolutely believe in Joe Hendry in this place, and he's there. He's our man, so we're happy to wrap him over here. Hopefully everybody is as excited as I am still for the Rumble. We're going to have our Royal Rumble Pick'em contest. So what you do is on Saturday in the early morning, I will open the show up by letting you know, hey, comment down below whatever the word is. Usually it's something like Rumble, and you'll be assigned a number for either the men's or the women's Rumble. Typically how we do it is one number between 1 and 30, and that works for the men's or the women's Rumble for you. And I think that's worked out the best in the past, because drawing two numbers for everybody, if there's a lot, is a pain in the ass. Now, let's say 28 is Sol Ruka. She wins the women's Rumble. And then 28 is also it's John Cena, and he wins the men's Rumble. No, you don't win twice. And if there's multiple people that won, then on the men's side, every person that won will go into a randomizer, and we'll pick one winner. But regardless, you get yourself some pretty neat prizes. We give out some cool stuff. We've given out shirts and autographs and some really, really awesome things throughout the years. So you're going to want to go ahead and keep an eye out for that video by hitting not just subscribe on the YouTube channel, not just the like button, but make sure you got that bell so notifications are on. I notice it's not notifying people from, the YouTube side of things that, hey, we're live again, or telling you come chat. So make sure you have the bell on, get those notifications in. And if you're looking for like-minded individuals to chat and hang out with, you're lonesome on a Tuesday night, and you're like, hey, I wouldn't mind hanging out with some really cool people and doing something. Come and join in the community we have here on YouTube. You can start right at my YouTube profile. You go right on my page, youtube.com/Jake DeMarco. And you notice there now you'll see the live show, but it's got a bunch of different things. And if you go up top there, it'll say visit community. And this is a pretty cool new feature. So let me go ahead and dox myself like always here. Let's go ahead and get this going. Da, 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 da. Hello, lovely wife. And see, right here it says visit community. And we click that, in. Make sure it's not porn. Right now, we have a poll going. Do you enjoy Jackbox games being played after reviews? Sound off below. So I want to know, do you love it? Are you not a fan? Yes, but just not as much. Or yes, but only on designated game nights. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to throw it in the chat for you guys to vote. Paul said a 3 is crazy. He gave it a 1. Nate said 3 out of 10 for me. Pico said he gave it 27 because he picked 27. No, Pico gave it a 1.9. I know I had more before. Someone gave it a 1.4. That's rough. Someone gave it a 4.5. Cody said he gave it a 4. I thought he was going to give it a 6.7. Let's see. That's everybody, I think, for scores. I just wanted to make sure that I had, 4 out of 10. I don't see many special entrants from the Rumble. I don't see a lot of big to-dos. So hopefully it's something, something fun, and they do surprise us because, hey, we need it. We need something big. We need something to bite into at this Rumble. And as much as it's been an afterthought, it feels like a truly just skippable scenario, a must miss, and that hurts. It really does, because for all this time, we've gone ahead and we build up the Rumble. That starts the road to Mania. Then nothing. Now we got to wait for the Chamber. I don't know. It's bad enough that they were busy in Toronto. But yeah, please go and hang out with us in the community. As I said, we believe in Joe Hendry. Come go ahead and comment on that post and hang out with us. There we go. Biff Bam Boom, that's up. And also make sure you follow all of Cody's socials. You do the same for mine. Check out Liz on Twitch. Check out Spaz Phoenix, because we'll have a new episode of The State of Wrestling tomorrow. And as I said, busy week. Into Somewhere Weekly tomorrow, jam-packed with Rumble content. Thursday night, we've got the UCR podcast crossover with Gaming Night. That's going to be a lot of fun and unfiltered, unadulterated nastiness. Make sure you join in for that. And then Friday is our community prediction show for the Royal Rumble. Is Pat McAfee going to be one of the entrants? I know Liz hopes so. We'll see, though. I'm doubting JBL, Paul. You never know. As for always, thank you all for being here. I hope you all stay warm. -15 outside with the wind chill right now. Insane. So stay warm, stay happy, stay healthy, and always stay sexy. I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow evening for Into Summer Weekly. Until then, give me those bananas.